Zoe's Animal Rescue has no single office or location. Instead, it has space in the spare rooms and garages and nooks and crannies in so many volunteers' homes, whether it's space to store supplies or to make room for animals while they wait for their permanent home. I'm Annette. My husband Nick and I are just one of the many foster families who take in cats and dogs and sometimes bunnies and chinchillas. People often say to us, "I couldn't do it because it would be too hard to give up the animal after caring for them." They're not wrong. Fostering is hard sometimes. Our first foster kitten, Little John Hammond, moved to Yellowknife. After several weeks of caring for him, the last thing I had to do was deliver him to his flight. Leaving a tiny, mewing kitten in a small crate with all of the other packages was a wrench, by which I mean I cried all the way home from the airport because I felt so bad for him. But before you knew it, I got a message from his new mom, and then a regular stream of photos of John and his big kitten brother George. He was happy, healthy, loved. We briefly took in Dr. Pepper, a timid, skinny ginger who was too friendly to leave as a feral cat. The next best thing to keeping a foster yourself is getting your parents to fall in love with him. With regular food and care from Nick's parents, Dr. Pepper has grown into a big cat with a glorious tail that is worth wafting proudly. Enter a tiny ball of fluff, 224 grams, maybe 3 weeks old. He was found injured and alone in a back alley. It's possible that he narrowly missed being someone's lunch. I had a TARDIS cat box based on one of my favorite TV shows, Doctor Who. The kitten had a tiny bow tie on his nose, which reminded me of the Doctor himself, so I named him Dr. Mew. We set up a cozy crate for the times when I wasn't carrying Mew inside my shirt to keep him warm. We fed him with a syringe every 2 hours, day and night. A week later, another lone kitten was found in an abandoned apartment building. Placing 2 orphans together increased their chance of survival, and feeding 2 was not much more work than feeding 1. So Dr. Mew had his companion, Rory the Roman Williams. I carefully weighed them every day. As long as the kittens were gaining weight, I knew we could get them through. Twice, I took a failing Dr. Mew to the vet. First Dr. Foster at McTaggart Veterinary Clinic, and then Dr. Shilton at White Mud Crossing Veterinary Hospital gave him fluids that got him through another night. While many people wouldn't have seen the value in trying to save a tiny orphan, both vets were practical, but kind and encouraging. In the end, we were lucky. Dr. Mew and Rory made it. Sometimes fosters and vets do everything right and we still can't save them. Orphan kittens that are this young don't always survive. I always say that if I can give up Dr. Mew and Rory, I can give up any foster kitten. Yeah, it was hard to let them go after days and nights of caring for them. But a young family adopted Mew and Rory together. They got a home full of love and energy and grew strong, healthy, and even, dare I say, fat. This summer, Nick and I fostered Sassy Chicken and her 5 babies. Fostering a litter with a mama cat is a world of difference. We fed, cleaned, socialized, and loved them all. But Sassy did the hard work of taking care of them all night, and we got to sleep. Each time we say goodbye to another foster kitten, we have a pang. Yes, tears even. But with Zoe's adoption process, we get to meet the whole family. We feel really secure in knowing who is taking them, and often we get updates to see how they're growing and adjusting. And no matter how long they've been gone, we still hold a special place in our heart for each of them and their forever families. John, Dr. Pepper, Dr. Mew, Rory, Sassy, Saucy, Sleuthy, Slinky, Snappy, and Spunky. So yeah, fostering can be hard, but it's also full of love and purrs and cuddles and snuggles. And making a difference, sometimes literally saving a life, it's truly worth it.